So yeah, got the camera on now. So
Yeah, that's not going to let
and ocean's on fire.
Yeah, we're allowed to start with the whole.
cameras are on now. So
That's fine.
so we do some outtakes.
No, you're fine. Honestly, you keep that in.
What outtakes should we do?
Don't sure.
Yeah, we should do some outtakes.
I don't mind. Can we just straight up this holder for like a good 30 minutes? Just because of how terrible and awful people they are. And they suck when their drummer uses triggers, it's not good.
They were not fun to work with.
I don't think the triggers were the main issue. I think
It was
the giant presence.
Yeah,
It
it was
was
a problem.
also the fact that they showed up 4 hours later.
Yeah, that's it now. The cameras are on.
That's all good.
Fantastic.
Yeah, we're on now. So just I think it's hard to get everybody in picture, but I think we'll. If I cut out the picture a little bit, I'm cut out the picture a little bit. I'll just low-key just maybe move the chairs a bit closer to you.
That's fine, man.
You know, like that's enough of that, you know what I mean? So we can have a bit more you guys in frame, that's what I mean. That's a bit of outtakes. So if the buns are silvered up a little bit, it makes a bit more sense, that's the way.
I'm a hardcore kid, I can.
What? I just start crowd killing right now.
Yeah, that's
I'm actually bad for
that's the outtakes.
I've been working on
Yeah, maybe move that.
Oh, yeah.
A bit further.
no
We'll stick
A
with
bit
this.
more outtakes to do. That's it.
I've been working on my cartwheel to make air spin kit.
Yeah.
I'm going to see Randolph by the end of
Yeah, so we'll start doing the checks in a wee sec.
I know what's awesome.
Photograph quick things like that, so everybody's in picture. That's how close we have to be to get everyone in frame of the podcast, you know what I mean? So, we'll just make sure we're all picture
You
perfect.
can sit on the floor.
Yeah, I was going to say I could sit on the floor if you want and force chairs.
Wait, sit on the floor instead of the chairs. No, it's fine, I think, eh?
Perfect.
Yeah.
I'll just sit on your
You
lap.
lie on the floor.
I mean, sit on the floor in front of you guys or something.
Yeah, I could if you needed the room for people. If
Oh
you
wait,
want to
what's
get
your name
everyone.
before we start?
Chris.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I will.
You've asked
So
us
Chris
twice.
okay.
No, I don't know if I think it's all good. We're all set up.
Awesome.
Everyone's picture perfect now. You know, it's the outtakes. You know, we just do it. We just go. We'll just pretty much go with the flow and see. Yeah, yeah. I think that's us picture perfect.
Fantastic.
Hopefully, guys. Right, that's me. I'm going to go in the picture now. So yeah, we'll do our checks. Lights are on, cameras are on, hats are on. Well, hats need to be off.
On you go, mate. Got it.
Hair down, so that's off. Hair's down.
I can't take my hair down because I just freshly dyed it, so
There we go.
it'll be everywhere.
Oh yeah.
That's the hair down.
He's freshly bleached, so I don't think.
Yeah, I'll stay in the bun even if I take the bun out.
So that doesn't come down now.
No,
Not today.
unfortunately not, no.
Okay. That's right. Well, my hair's down. Cameras are on, lights are on. Everybody's present.
Yep.
Yeah. So how to not butcher the band name? That's one thing we do on the podcast now. How to not butcher the band name.
So the band is Mutalith.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you want to introduce you guys to the podcast episode, but this is what I'll do now, is to ask you guys to introduce the podcast. I'll just say episode 87. Is it 87 we're on? Episode 87?
Not sure.
Oh, well done.
Yeah, that's
awesome.
Definitely 87. So you want to introduce yourselves to the podcast episode? Band name and podcast?
Am I go first?
Yeah.
I'm Aidan, I'm the lead guitarist and professional business runner of Mutalith.
I'm Gregor, I play rhythm guitar and I get annoyed at Aidan while I try and write songs. You know where you're going?
My name is Liam and I'm the drummer for Mutalith.
Jordan. I'm Jordan. I'm the bassist and designated driver.
Yeah, true.
Professional taxi service.
Yeah.
And Chris, host of the That's All Paid Down podcast.
Aye.
Is that everybody?
Yeah.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Did you not introduce yourself?
Oh, I'm Livy. I'm the vocalist.
Come on, this has got to be the big grand. This is it.
Yeah.
Remember, come on.
Hi guys, this is me.
Your star moment.
Yeah, screaming is fun.
Yes.
So yeah, that's everybody, that's everybody. Just,
Yeah, that's all of us.
So it'll be episode 86 with, is it Mia or something? I'm not too sure.
Mutalith.
Mutalith.
Maybe us.
Stolen straight from Warhammer.
Yeah.
All the way from Dundee as well.
Yes.
Hell yeah. Not had that many Dundee bands on the bill, but it's good to get.
The Dundee scene is slowly growing, but
Yeah.
it's like, it's just been sort of dead for a while.
Yeah.
I think after COVID there was a good resurgence of bands within the local, like Dundee especially, and then obviously Glasgow and Edinburgh blew up majorly, but I think that it's like just more people getting into it after COVID.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
It's like the hardcore scene's really thriving with JCC every year. Like there's
Oh,
great
yeah.
bands that come out of nowhere. Metal Fest and Beat Down's great as well.
There's a lot of good festivals that get a lot of bands involved.
Yeah.
Like it's hard to not be involved in the Dundee scene, I think, now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, especially because there's such few bands
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
just there
totally.
as well. It's just kind of everybody's built off each other and
Everyone helps each other as well.
oh yeah.
It's- especially in our experience, we've had a lot of love from bands close to Dundee, and especially the hardcore scene in Dundee. We've had a lot of love from that.
Yeah, I mean, we got help straight off the bat. Oceans on Fire, Danny and Kerr helped us out
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
this
totally.
thing.
Oceans on Fire is a band I've heard as well.
Yeah,
Almost out to those guys, yeah, because they're like a metalcore band, aren't they?
Yeah, Danny was their guitarist. He was mine and Jordan's guitar teacher. This whole thing started as like a sort of band project that he put together. There was two bands at the start. It was a rock band. There was us. The rock band fizzled out really quickly, but we just kept pushing really, and we've gone through a stupid amount of member changes in the past 2 years.
Yep.
I'm the only one in the band that was actually in the band from the beginning.
Yeah, the original member.
I think that says
The
something more
OG,
about,
the OG member.
yeah, I think that says something more about me than anybody else. But but no, it's been great fun. It's been a very productive 2 years, and things have just blown up way too quickly for my small old brain to handle.
One thing I've realised about this band is like, you guys are so dedicated to like keep pushing forward, like England dates soon, when most bands will just stay in like Scotland and stuff, and then they don't push it, and then they realise why they don't go anywhere. It's like you actually have to go for it.
We don't wait for
No.
gigs to come to us. That's something I realised very early on. We got asked a couple of times in the beginning from like Callum from Tyrannus. He asked us to do the Sunken show, which was fucking awesome.
Mhm.
And Drew asked us to do Metal Fest at our first show.
Is that Drew from Catalysis?
Yeah, Drew from Catalysis.
Sorry to him as well.
Yeah, Drew's helped us out so much.
Yeah.
He, like, one of the guitars I play with the band was just in ruins. The bridge on it was messed up, and he gave me all the parts for completely nothing, and he's helped us out so much. But like we got handed a lot of things really early on, which was really good. But in my head, you can't really get anything unless you put in the work. I'm constantly, like, this whole thing of us going down to England in July, I have put way too many hours into it.
And like, you don't have a manager either. Like, you're doing it all by yourself.
Oh yeah.
We're a manager or something.
Thankfully, like, as of this year, things have been spread out a little bit more. Like Liam and Jordan helping me on social media and whatnot. But when it comes to bookings, it's just been me, and it's been a struggle. But for every rejection, you just
Like
can't.
opportunities.
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
absolutely.
That sounds very good, guys. So you finally kind of get some dates in England sooner and later. Then.
Yeah, so we got asked to do one in Whitehaven.
Whitehaven,
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
up by like Blackpool sort of area.
Cumbria.
Yeah, it's Cumbria. Yeah, that's the one. And from there, my brain just went, why do one England show when we can do maybe a full week?
Mm-hmm.
Rent a van, we'll head down there for a week, and I've managed to secure a couple. We're in London. London's a big one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Thank God for Cut and Run coming to our help. I messaged them and they replied back instantly and was just like, what do you need to get down? How much money do you need paid? And they instantly got it sorted.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
They were absolutely lovely to us. So really looking forward to it. I feel like this isn't a diss on any other bands in the local scene, but I feel like not enough bands now, especially with younger people in them like ourselves, not a lot of them try and put in the effort as much as they should for really expanding out. I think a lot of people are very complacent within their local scene, and that's
Yeah.
incredibly good because it helps that scene thrive, but
Yeah,
I think we just want more.
totally.
For every inch we want a mile, and
Yes.
I'm not going to stop working on that until we have achieved that mile, and then keep pushing for more.
Yep. Just keep going. Never stop.
We did do gigs like Edinburgh, Glasgow as well, a bit more as well.
Yeah, so last year we did a lot of really strange small ones, and I love them as well. Like smaller shows are great fun, but like I think this year we did
2 cat house gigs.
yeah, so we did 2 cat house shows, but we did 12 shows in about 40 weeks, which isn't a huge amount by other band standards, but the fact that we were like new and fresh on the scene really, I think it built up a lot of stress
Yeah.
and a lot of unwanted tension within the band. So this year it's going to be a lot more no's and holding back, but as long as we can keep doing Edinburgh and Glasgow, that's happy, because
Yeah.
that's how you build up an audience
Mm-hmm.
quite
Yeah.
quickly, and we're lucky enough to have built up that audience pretty quickly.
And the local scene.
Yeah,
Totally.
Which is
yeah.
about-
Although, like, checking our Spotify statistics and whatnot, we have still a fair amount of like, half of it's Scotland, the other like couple halves is all like Scandinavian countries and America or in England and whatnot.
Yeah.
So it's been weird to say the least. I thought we were never going to make it out of Dundee, but it's been great fun.
That's brilliant, guys. I only just found out about you guys quite recently, just quite, probably when you guys were playing Edinburgh quite recently, like the
Mhm.
Fall Brawl,
Yeah.
the Crusts Festival.
Yeah,
Duncan, we put on Duncan Mountain, another promoter for Edinburgh, you put some loads of gigs.
yeah.
Duncan.
Duncan's done a lot to help push us as well.
Totally. Yeah.
I mean, our first big show with Gregor was voice correct. Our first big show with Gregor was Devastator in Ivory Blacks.
Devastator, yeah.
That was one of my favourite thrash bands. Full stop.
Is that the one on YouTube on your channel, and it's like the drum cam?
No, that was
that's-
Cat
that's-
House.
Oh, right, okay.
We when I joined the band, I was told, oh yeah, so we've got like a gig in 6 months. You need to learn like 4 songs and a cover. You're sorted. You've got plenty of time.
Nice.
And like a week after that, it was like, what we on this? Being like, yeah, you're playing with Devastator in like 2 months. And then
It wasn't even 2 months, it was 3 weeks notice.
oh god, yeah, it was.
You need to learn the whole set.
Yeah.
And then like a week,
Uh,
not even a week
yeah.
before, I just, I went through a rough time and that killed me. But no, being on a stage is a great outlet for any sort of I suffer really bad from depression and anxiety, but just being out and writing and being with new people and meeting new people, it's great. It really pushes you, and I think that's why I love it so much, is because it's just such a great outlet for everything, especially within metal.
Yeah.
Because it's such an aggressive form of music, it's such a good way to get your anger out.
Yeah.
Very therapeutic.
I seen like an article and it's like metalheads are like the happiest people because they have like an outlet to put their anger to. I think it's pretty cool.
Mm.
Beat each other up at concerts.
Yeah.
That's more of a hardcore thing.
Yeah.
Ah, it's fun.
Yeah, there's a lot of three-stepping going in hardcore.
Your favourite crowd killer?
I cannot get enough of genuinely. Hardcore is like my thing, has been since I was really young. I was accidentally gifted by my dad an SD card and I put it into my DS when I was like 7, and from there it was Iron Maiden, Discharge, Motorhead, just weird wacky punk bands and metal bands, and
Yeah.
from there I just haven't looked back.
Aye, went down a black metal rabbit hole and then look where we are. Back to hardcore again.
The black metal is something that's kind of bothered me with the band a lot. I know it shouldn't,
Yeah.
but I feel like it was very much Jamie's vocal style that got us lumped into that. The second song on The Eternal Dark, our EP, Tears for the Deceased, was completely recycled from my old black metal projects.
Yeah.
And that was only just to like get as many songs as we could really quickly, and even then we still don't have that much now.
Yeah.
But they're all bangers, so.
I think
You can say that from an outside
Exactly.
perspective, since you're new and you weren't really there for the process of any of them.
Yeah.
Alright, wait till you have to properly learn them and love it.
Great.
But I think for future direction of the band, we will be moving away from that sort of black metal scene.
Let's
and
like
that
still keep
sound.
elements of it.
Definitely.
Oh, absolutely.
We have to remember where we started. But
Sorry, Jordan. Keeping some black metal elements.
I'm
That's
guessing
okay.
the long hair and that, the black t-shirts and that, and the Doc Martens maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, the dogs for me was solely like Cro-Mags. Just those style of hardcore bands. I think Cro-Mags were like the first sort of hardcore punk band that kind of really kicked off the use of docs within hardcore, and then I fell down that rabbit hole.
I think all of us have them apart from what? You, Liam?
yeah, I think so.
I'm just not wearing them.
Although Liam has progressed a lot.
Yeah, he was originally drumming in like, what, Sabaton t-shirt,
I mean, yeah, no.
joggy shorts.
The stage attire has improved dramatically over a year.
The music taste has worsened.
Oh,
No, I wouldn't say that. I'd say it's improved, but
Oh no, when you fall down the metal rabbit hole, your music taste worsens, trust me.
yeah. That's fun though. You
Look
get
where I
excited
went.
and stuff. Aye.
I went from a little kid listening to Iron Maiden to making harsh noise in my bedroom.
Every practice, pop out the harsh noise, but he's like, look what noise I can make now, guys. And I'm like, good job, mate.
You're like
I
a
was
bottom
so
right,
proud of
just
you.
burr.
I was talking to Livy the other day and went, have you seen my noise box? And she went,
What's a
what?
noise box?
So I sent her a photo, she would bring that to practice. The next
Yeah.
practice we do, I'm bringing the noise box.
Have you got a Hatsune Miku?
I have the Hatsune Miku pedal, yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing. When we adding that into the song?
It
No.
barely functions as a pedal.
That's fun though.
Yeah, it's good. It's just.
You
Been
can do it
all
on the
of us.
podcast if you want.
Hmm?
You can do it on the podcast if you want, really.
Right, bringing down
yeah.
episode 2, pull out the Miku pedal. It doesn't notate itself at all.
No, like
yeah.
it has a hard time picking up notes. Like even if you were playing something as simple as Seven Nation Army, it'd probably have a hard time. Like it needs to be really slow, very single notes. So you'd have to like record each note individually and stitch it together in a DAW or something.
But it's still fun.
Yeah. There is no, like, just, what's the word?
I don't know.
There is no time that I'm truly surprised by Jordan anymore, especially with purchases.
Well, polite way
But-
of
Yeah, that's the nice way of just saying he's like legally insane.
putting it. Yeah.
Shouldn't be allowed a bank card.
No, definitely not.
Yeah. Every gig for Jordan's just another shopping trip. Sound about right?
Yep.
Yeah, wake up. Oh yeah, sound checks at like 4 o'clock. Cool, we're ready to leave at 10
Hot
o'clock.
topic.
Why are we leaving at 10 o'clock? Jordan?
Shopping.
Shopping.
Yeah. We're in Glasgow, we're in Edinburgh, may as well go shopping.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you have the podcast maybe as well, maybe?
How could you read his mind so easily?
I might have spent so much money on tea today. An ungodly amount of money.
I want to know where you just get all of this money, and don't say the job that you claim you have.
Because there's. You can't. Oh my god.
Yeah. So do you know any bands from Glasgow then?
Well, Bronack's in Glasgow, right?
Yeah, we
Coven's
played
from Glasgow.
Coven, yeah, we've played with Bronack. They're
Really good.
really awesome.
Played with
Really,
ba-
really nice people.
What about bands like Reindeer Sunder or Fatal Collision?
I don't think we've played with Fatal Collision, but I really want to.
Yeah.
I've never seen them yet.
Fatal Collision, like
Yeah.
Thrashy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were like kind of crossover thrash. You played with them at
Riffs and Raps.
Riffs and Raps
Yeah.
for Shocks.
There was set up by. There's a gig in Glasgow set up by a girl called Chloe. And
From Doppelganger.
from Doppelganger, also a very good band. And it's outdoor skate park, DIY, like there was about 9-10 bands last year, about the same this year, and it's just fun, skate park
Yeah,
gig type
I
thing.
think I've heard that one. Is that
Yeah.
one? What's it called again?
Riffs and Ramps. And it was a couple of noise complaints last year, so I can't wait for it this year. It'll be really good.
Yeah, I think I'm glad that DIY culture is coming back into
Oh, yeah.
metal. Hardcore, it's always been there. I mean, we played our first show in what's practically a nursery.
True.
Yeah, we literally played in like a gym hall with like butterflies on the wall.
Yeah, there's like there's videos of it and it's just like
It wasn't butterflies, it was eggs.
It was Easter eggs.
So you
Really
go
Easter
you
thing.
just put a show on in a school hall or a gym hall.
Yeah.
It's like,
That's not what hardcore shows are like here. They can do it here as well.
oh, totally,
Yeah.
totally good. It's the JCHC set up in like, what's the sports, it's not even like the sports centre in Douglas, it's like a
No,
sports bar.
it's sports bar, yeah.
Yeah.
We played in the lounge.
It's like what Turnstile would do as well.
Yeah. No, it's good. I'm glad that like hardcore's always been much more DIY, but I'm glad it's slowly coming back into metal as well.
Yeah, totally.
Especially within Scotland, it's
Because the band called The Lights Out as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
they're brilliant. It's great though with Riffs and Ramps because like I think Lights Out are playing Riffs and Ramps.
I believe
I
so.
believe yeah, I'm going. But it's great because it's literally just one lass thrash band and she's like, I'm gonna put on some gigs and then like
No, because
Riffs and
no
Ramps
one
is
does it as well.
Yeah, no one does it as well. That's true.
Can't forget about that one.
Ah, true. But it's like Riffs and Ramps is now a fairly big thing. It's like
Oh, yeah.
it's only been done like what, twice?
Well, this is the second
This is the
time.
second one, yeah.
Yeah, last year was the first one, and the amount of people that said that was their favourite show
Oh,
of the
it was
year.
so good. There was loads of people there and it's free, so you can just go and it's a good time.
Yeah, always help and donate what you can.
Yeah,
to them.
exactly.
They're-
I think it would be worth going as well. Not this year. In the summer, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's June-ish. I'm not sure. On the look.
It's like slightly disappointed that Chloe forgot about us.
Oh no, we were invited last year. I played, imagine.
No, because I spoke to Chloe at one of the Legends shows, and they were like, "Oh, Mutalith, I was going to get you guys to play on it, but I completely forgot." And I was like, "Thanks, that hurt."
Lovely play.
Maybe next year.
Hopefully.
Aye.
But no, I'm just glad that young people are taking back the metal scene.
Yeah.
For a long time, especially like just after COVID, before all the new bands started popping up, like Luxera, Perma
Yeah.
Crisis,
Yeah.
Jaundice, all those horror bands.
So do like the Thrash revival coming back.
Yeah.
It's like everything's sort of coming back. It's like, honestly, it's great to see music that was so popular.
Gaslight as well.
Yeah,
Mm.
Gas is great.
But like, it's when people are like, I'm bringing back Thrash, and then they're trying to be like Megadeth or Metallica, and it's just not working.
You be your own
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
You need to.
I think it's one thing, especially nowadays, there's just so many bands.
That Talon as well was one of the bands that I can
Yeah.
remember from Edinburgh. Thrash band. I mean, I don't know if I hope they get back together. I hope they come back again as well.
No. But no, it's like for a while. I don't want to be rude, but there is also kind of no way of saying it without being rude. I think the metal scene just kind of got a little bit stale because it was all the same bands
It was just
constantly.
like thrash.
Yeah.
And it's like, thrash is great. I like love thrash. It's like one of the best metal genres. But
Hell
you
yeah.
need
Hell
you
yeah.
need some mixing. You need some like
My
proggy stuff.
my current issue with the way that music is going, especially within metal, is like you've got the old school thrash bands and the old school death metal bands which are
Yeah.
coming out now. And then you've got the bands that are trying to be diverse and change things up, and you've got the hardcore, the death metal bands with hardcore and the thrash bands with hardcore. And it all ends up just being like a copy paste.
Aye.
There's only so many times you can play the same Entombed and Dismember riffs, and there's only so many times you can play the same Power Trip riffs before it.
To be fair though, it's like when we started off, if you were like, oh, we need like a new song, you just write Hell Ripper, write different key,
Oh,
move it up a wee bit.
Our song Murder Mankind, which
Aye.
we'll never play live ever again.
Sorry,
That was, I don't know, it's one of the songs you'd write in credits on as well.
Yeah, it's fine.
That song literally just came about because I was trying to learn a Hell Ripper song and then just went, oh, I messed up. That sounds kind of cool.
Use
Though.
it.
And then from there, we did one song and ripped off Hell Ripper completely, and then I sort of just became sick of the structure and just, I think we all just kind of became bored of playing it because it's so simple.
Yeah,
Very
it's
repetitive.
definitely Liam's one of his favourite songs because you kind of just get to go ham.
Yeah, no, it's a fun song to play live. It's very energetic,
Yeah.
but it doesn't really fit with our style anymore.
Yeah.
I don't think it's
I think the beginning was kind of just us trying to figure out,
what sort of
What
sound
we
we
can
wanted to
do.
go to.
because if you listen to like Demised, it's very Black Death, there's a bit of hardcore in there with the breakdown.
Tears is like
Tears
very
is just straight,
black metal.
depressive black metal.
And like songs that we're writing nowadays are like the more progressive, like
Oh, yeah.
hardcore, metalcore influence. But
And
we're
even-
doing now that we've got Livy, and it's just a whole different bunch of influences from different people's genres and
Yeah.
like tastes, all just
It's the hard part about messaging promoters because
Yeah.
they're like, oh, what are you? And I have to go,
Yeah,
God
no,
knows.
We're not this and we're not that.
We just play what we want to, man, and that's the way it should be. You should be able to play whatever the hell you want to. And the fact that like some people get annoyed at certain bands, like we've had people get annoyed at us because we can't be genre based per se. Especially early on, we had like a thrash song.
oh, when
black
I
song.
I made like a
Death metal
little jokey announcement saying that we weren't black metal anymore, even though I never considered us to be so.
And some people got annoyed.
I had a bunch of messages saying really disappointed, and I'm like,
Why? It's like
yeah, I'd rather just play what makes us happy, and that's it. Whatever makes a band happy at the end of the day. If you want to change up styles, do it.
yeah.
Don't.
It doesn't even matter if they don't like it. Like, we'll find our own audience anyway. Like,
Yeah,
the more
totally.
gigs we do anyway.
More songs to
Yeah,
write.
exactly.
I mean, look at bands like King Gizzard.
Oh,
Oh,
They don't
yeah.
ever do anything the same,
yeah.
and they've got a very devout audience.
It's just because like you want to be able to listen to music that's written well. It's like actually nice sounding, regardless of genre. It can be anything, but if it's got something to it, then it's good.
Mm-hmm.
But then you might have bands like, unfortunately, I'm gonna say Metallica, like they're really strong punk thrash with like Kill 'Em All, and like, the later albums have kind of just, it's just they sound like Metallica. Whereas like
They sound like the same, don't they?
yeah, early on it's like, yeah, that's I can say that this is this.
That-
They
that's-
sort of love doing
It
this.
sounded a bit more hard rock and
Yeah.
bluesy kind of rock.
That's why I love Kill 'Em All so much, because it's got that
Oh, yeah.
punk sound to it.
Just classic garage thrash.
All of Lars's drums sounds like how they should
Yeah,
sound.
more like hints at anger.
Oh god.
And then Ride the Lightning, the drums just kind of, okay, they're getting there. And then Master of Puppets hits,
Ah,
and there's a rumour that he didn't even play the song Master of Puppets, it was Charlie Benante.
Oh, I beg, that would be the best thing ever. Big up Anthrax. Down with the past. Big up Anthrax.
Was that recorded after? It was out before Cliff Burton passed away, wasn't it?
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
it was while they were on their Master Puppets tour, was it not?
Yeah, it was the Damage Inc. tour, I'm pretty sure. And Cliff Burton died, and the world lost one of the greatest bass players there has ever been. I agree, Jason Newsted is better, but Cliff Burton as a bassist really just revolutionised what the bass can be, especially within metal. And
That's how
we have Jordan putting sacrilege on his name because he plays root notes.
Ah, you're getting better, you're getting better.
The notes are my favourite.
No more root notes on the next song, man.
Root notes.
No.
Oh, it's fine. The one I'm writing's got to play chords.
Yeah, really. Your favourite?
I will try my best to play chords.
It's the thing I love about this band. It's like you're very keep to the same structure.
Yeah.
Everything you write is very reminiscent of metalcore to the point where you play a riff and don't realise it's a riff that you
Oh,
wrote
yeah.
6 months ago.
Oh yeah, totally. It's like I may have like the most like a bit of a joke in the band.
You've got
that-
4 riffs, but you play them at different tempos.
Yeah. But they don't like the structures of a lot of my songs.
No.
They're very scuffed. I'm really
You're-
against like a verse, chorus, guitar solo, chorus.
You're
type
you're very progressive when it comes to structures, but
Yeah.
when it comes to riffs,
song. I'm like, oh, here's a metalcore riff, guys. I put nice chords over the top of it. Let's play it.
but I think I've always kind of been like a let's try and push ourselves out of our comfort zone a little bit, and I feel like as a vocalist you're going to feel the brunt of it for a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but to be fair, like the structures are horrible, but then once you
Thank you.
but like
Brutally honest.
once you're playing them, it's not bad.
No.
It gets better, I guess.
No, it's the learning
Yeah.
curve that's always really difficult. Of like, okay, so we're at this part, so now it's going to go to the chorus. No, this is the
Pre-bridge.
post verse,
It's
and then we got
Post-verse,
pre-chorus.
pre-bridge, chorus, verse, solo.
Yeah.
with
But
intro
your
and-
recorded versions are so different to your live versions as well. Like
Yeah.
Demise.
Yeah, why'd you do that? No? What's
So-
that?
So when I wrote the demo track for Demise when we're recording it with Zara from Blackwave, R.I.P. Blackwave, we'll
Will be
miss
nice.
you. But when we were recording it, so I had never really played to a metronome, and typical metal guitarist, yeah. But I never really played to a metronome, and we were recording it, and I couldn't get it in the breakdown because obviously it's 4/4, 5/4, 4/4, 5/4 repeatedly. So Danny did it. So you can blame Danny.
I can blame Danny a bit when I joined the band.
This is our official call out post to Oceans on Fire.
Did you leave that tempo then? Ocean's on Fire.
Pardon?
Ocean's on Fire, did you need a tempo like that?
That was our old guitarist.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jay, he was really into prog.
Brilliant guitarist.
I don't know if you guys know me and Jordan obviously know, but I don't know if like, you three definitely don't. Of when we went to record the EP, this is the most typical like
Oh, you
roundup
slept in,
of
did you
Jay.
not?
Yeah.
Oh,
We were meant to
yeah,
start.
yeah.
We were meant to start recording at 3, I believe it was.
Yeah, no, I've been told this. I've been
And
told this.
Danny tried phoning him repeatedly, wasn't waking up, and he eventually woke up at like 3:30 and went, "Danny, could you come and get me, please?"
Danny drove all the way from Dundee to Arbroath, then back to Dundee to get Jay.
Just to record. You guys were there till like 10:30.
No, we were there until 11:30 at night.
Yeah.
I was meant to go and see out of nowhere league at Beat Jam that day
That
had
didn't happen.
tickets, and no, by the time we'd finished, they got off stage.
Nice. Nice. Hopefully our next recording session will be not as scuffed, I guess. Well, not scuffed, I suppose, but
Oh
I think we'll all
no,
be on time.
it was great fun, but it's
It was fine. We've got a fun adventure around Dundee with Zara. Because that room was a
Yes.
sauna.
fun adventure round Dundee. We went to home bargains.
That's pretty much around Dundee.
Not good start today.
Yeah.
Went sightseeing, went to the toiletries aisle. But no, like, I think that was a very, very good first recording because Zara was
Yeah.
very aware of the fact we'd never done it before.
Yeah.
I mean,
This is for
I had done
live?
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
this was for the EP because we did. It was until about 3 o'clock demo tracking guitars, and then we had to go and record in full. And Zara made it really easy. If you couldn't play something, she just copy paste it in, which did you a great service.
Yeah. Because half of it's just playing the same thing over and over again.
Yeah, wasn't it? I think it was Tears, where you're pretty much playing like the same sort of blasty thing.
Yeah, just.
And she literally just went, "Is that all you do?" Yeah.
Yeah,
Copy
this
paste.
is
Copy
the
paste.
next. This is the next 10 bars. You can just.
Oh, she'd kill us if we came in with winter. The bridge. She'd be like,
Yeah.
"Are you playing this the entire thing?" And they would be like, "Yeah."
But it's different.
Yeah. It's been a lot of dedication with the band, like, especially trying to write new things. We keep sitting down in studio being like, right, no bringing in riffs or anything, like, let's just make something up here. And like, well, we only technically did it that one time.
Did we?
Which was, no, we did, we got like a whole song out of that. We think.
Well,
That was
that's
cool.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's actually cool. That's gonna progress on some.
Aye. It's
Yeah.
like, we really need to
That
dedicate
was-
ourselves more to like
That was the most like fun practice in a long time in managing to write
Yeah,
basically an
so
entire
yeah.
song in 20 minutes is
Yeah.
an achievement for this band.
Oh yeah, totally. It's like learning stuff. It's when I first joined the band, I came in and I was like, right, I've got an entire song written that I was going to do for college, but I'm not doing it. Let's do this song, and then it just got worse. Well, not worse, but it got more complicated and more complicated
Yeah.
and more complicated. But like,
I just feel bad for Jamie.
I feel bad for Jordan, making you play that stupid bridge. Like,
For
Early on.
song 5.
yeah,
Yeah. It made me better though. It also made me better at guitar because like I never thought I could like do the string skipping needed, and a bass obviously I've got a lot more clearance on it.
yeah.
But now on the guitar, yeah, I can play like song 5.
Yeah, because you were majorly thrown into the deep end of this
Yeah.
band.
Yep, like I wanted a bass to play a video game, and then Danny was like, "Oh no, you're in a band now."
Yeah.
I think it proved that bass is easy. I was like, "Okay, Danny."
And now it's,
You had the shortest new guy syndrome as well.
Yeah.
of,
Yeah,
like,
you got one practice. and
you
then
you
I
got
showed
one
up.
singular practice of being new, and then Liam just turned up.
I mean, technically, I'm the second longest standing member in the band now.
You are. By a week.
By a week, but that was matters.
Definitely.
But even then, you progressed a lot as well. You were also kind of thrown into the deep end.
Yeah.
You'd obviously been drumming
When
for a
I-
long time.
Joined Mutalith, that was like I hadn't really been properly playing drums for maybe about a year, and then the stuff I listened to,
Because Gregor
Was-
rejected us.
yeah,
Gregor Beer.
I rejected
No.
you before Jordan even joined.
yeah. The stuff I listened to before was a lot of new metal, but I wasn't even like I wouldn't play it. I never really tried to go into that sort of genre, but I really tried, and I think I've improved a lot
Yeah.
for drumming in this sort of band.
Yeah, the first practice was something.
The double kick is just, it's gone insane. It's
Yeah.
like, I would say that's one thing that you're really, really tight on, is like, obviously as...
Liam is proof that band don't need triggers.
Oh yeah, totally. It's like, if you're using triggers, you sound whatever, but like, if you can just get that tight,
just work on it. It's like what you would come home from a night shift, sit and play drums for like how many hours on end?
A couple, 3 or 4 hours.
Go back to work,
Go to
end
sleep.
of the night.
Go to work. Sleep and repeat.
Yeah. It's like we clearly all really want us to work. Like I would love to be a band, even if it's just on a small stage of Bloodstock, just any bigger festival in the UK. Just have that opportunity.
We do metal for the masses.
We were gonna.
I've always been really against battle of the bands. It's not. I think it's because I've come from this world of punk and hardcore, but I'm the only one that doesn't want to do it, so I'm kind of outvoted in this situation.
It was, we applied for it last year, to play on this year's bill,
Yeah.
and then we had to the last second be like, we're going to get pulled out because Jamie had just left the band, and then we were hunting for people, and then you joined a couple week or so ago.
Yeah, no, I was actually pretty fast.
But Metal of the Masses would have been like right slap bang in the middle of us looking for a vocal. And like you wouldn't have had enough time to learn.
No, when did
lyrics
it start? Is it already started?
February.
Oh right, okay, no, that wouldn't have worked.
Yeah, sorry, it's happened already. Some of the heats already happened.
I mean, good luck to all the bands that are on it.
Oh no,
It's
genuinely.
to really, even if it's a case of winning this competition, proving your worth as a band, to be like, I get to play the festival and I won my way to it. That's really cool.
And to do have the Dundee heat and the Edinburgh heat as well, we say.
It's the Dundee one's in Roots.
The Dundee one is at a venue right next to church. There's a new venue opened up.
Oh, yeah, okay, I think I know what you mean.
Yeah, it's
Is it Hidden or something?
something like that, yeah. I can't remember the name of it. But no, there was a smaller venue that's just opened up next to church. And then it's good because Dundee's getting all its venues back. I do miss Conroy's a lot. I know that it's still there and it's called Roots now, but
And you still get like the fairly upbeat gig now.
yeah, absolutely. But Conroy's used to be, when it was Rad Apples, used to be one amazing vegan food, which is always a big factor in my book.
Yeah.
And also the hub for Duke City Hardcore.
Yep.
That's where it was run out of.
And then what happened again?
So the landlords just decided they didn't want the place anymore and they couldn't purchase it back, so it then turned into what it is now. I'm glad that it still is a venue.
Yeah, totally.
But like me and Freya went into the McManus Museum in Dundee and there's an entire section just dedicated to Rad Apples and I'm like, God, I feel old.
Yeah.
I'm not even that old, I'm 20 next week, but like...
And it's like the venues nowadays, like in Dundee, you've got your setup like church, and like I suppose the wee ones we played like in the sports centre in Douglas, but like
so the Dundee hardcore scene has done. Obviously, they had Rad Apples first. That was for a long while, and then they moved to the Queen's Hotel. They were playing in like the basement of the Queen's Hotel in their function room. And then it moved to Grey Lodge where we played our first show.
Yep.
Was that the primary school?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a nursery.
Yeah, and then they moved to just around the corner from the studio, a place called Scrap Outtakes, which is like a wee scrap shop that just gives money back to the community. And they started doing stuff in there, which is, again, really good. They're using a space that they've been allowed by a company that's helping fund a charity within the community. So it's just, it really drives in what they stand for as well as what the shop itself stands for. Which I just, and obviously the Douglas Sports Centre.
That's good thing. It's fun.
Oh, that was great fun.
Yeah.
But I just look up to everybody in the Duke City hardcore scene. I mean, my first two shows, I watched a band that I couldn't remember the name of until literally a week ago in the Inverness HMV, and it was Below the Neck.
Yeah.
Roll the neck.
Oh.
Yeah, I like
Yeah, I
those
think
guys
that's
as well.
part one.
And then I went to the Catalysis, I think it's Innova EP launch, and I was, I believe, 15, 16, and it was an 18 plus show, and I managed to sneak my way in the door, paid for it, but I managed to sneak my way past the bouncer without getting ID'd. I saw Zara's old pop punk band and Truth Ruiner, and then
Yeah.
they were like my first 3 bands. So I was introduced to the hardcore scene pretty much straight off the bat. And then I went up to the bar to get a can of Coke and was kicked out. So I didn't get to see Catalysis.
Wow. I saw Truth now.
Yeah. And that wasn't the show where I was mistaken for you.
Oh,
That
yeah.
was another one that I went to. But no, my first few shows were all like juicy stuff. And then Hordes, which we were very lucky to play. Might have not been what was expected.
Yeah.
Not for us, for just Paul and Kev as well. Like Hordes was going strong for a good few years, and then
recently it's just kind of.
last year I think they ran into just a couple of hiccups. Like it was on the same day as like Cannibal Corpse and Party Cannon.
Yeah.
It
It
was-
was the day after Cannibal Corpse. No, it was the day after
No, because it was
Party Cannon and the day before Cannibal Corpse, I think.
no,
not.
they were both same day. Because it was the Thursday Friday. One of them was the Thursday.
So Jamie went,
Cannibal.
Jamie went to Party Cannon after we played a gig. Was that right then?
No, because we
I
played
saw-
on the Saturday. Party Cannon played on the Friday, I believe.
Yeah, so Cannibal Corpse then Party Cannon then us on Hearts.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, that's what I said.
Something like that. I
Aye.
don't know. My brain doesn't
No,
work.
but that was like a lot for local, like Glasgow sort of metal scene. That would be a lot of money if you were like, I honestly can't put spot Party Cannon. But then like the tickets for Hearts weren't cheap, and it's like nothing you can do about it. There was a lot of bigger bands on the thing you didn't need to be paid for.
Yeah. They made it a big festival, and
Yep.
unfortunately it didn't work out for them, but I hope it continues in years to come.
Yeah.
I know that Paul did say that he might not be doing it anymore for a while until they re-get the money, but I hope it continues because it was like my first big proper show. Saw Sayar live.
Aye.
They were absolutely amazing, and from there I just fell in love with the local scene.
Yeah, right. Me as I like the local scene as well. I like to support it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
It's the best thing you can do. It's one of the main problems I would say we probably agree on it is that a lot of younger metalheads are like they're into their big bands, like your Slipknot, your Bring Me the Horizons, like your nowadays Sleep Talking,
Yeah.
and like they want to go and see those big bands, but well they know there might be a band they really enjoy in the same town or city as them.
I think
They could go and
that's
see them, but like that's just how it is.
that's
They
the
just
good
don't know about it.
thing about obviously they run Distorted in Dundee, which is
Yeah.
the metal nightclub, and they do play local bands at that.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going from big bands like Metallica, Motorhead, Judas Priest, Trivium,
Sabaton.
Sabaton, yeah, and then the other night Catalysis was playing in Distorted, and it kind of just people get curious
Yeah.
and realise, oh, this is a local band. There is actually stuff going on here.
Aye.
I know for a long time, I think all of us didn't really know that anything. I mean, what was it you were when you went to go and see Oceans for the first time? You nearly gave Danny like 60 quid.
Well, yeah, so most of the concerts I go to are the bigger ones, because, like, I think for the most part, I've never really been to a small show unless it was Danny, because Danny was like, oh, would you come support us? Like, I'm not well versed in any of the local scenes. Like, all the shows I go to are like big ones, like Taylor Swift at Murrayfield
With Paramore.
with Paramore. That was incredible. Like, it wasn't until I joined the band that I got kind of clued in on the local scene, and like playing with all the other local bands is like is good. Like I pretty much get to see all these like local talent whilst also performing side by side with them. So
It's the best part about playing. He does shows for free.
yeah.
Especially if we're like, if we've got a gig and we're asked like, oh yeah, Trombone are playing. Yep, we're going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, Diary. Yep. War Within. Mm-hmm.
Coven.
Definitely. Coven. Yeah.
Oh, have you heard of a band called Apparatus?
No, I haven't heard of that.
Apparatus. Check out Apparatus.
Shout out to
They're
them.
funk
The
rock
girl in that band is so cool.
Agreed.
Yeah.
band. Also like a local. Well, where are they from?
Dundee?
Dundee as well.
I don't think they are Dundee. I think they're Edinburgh.
Not sure. But they're fun.
Yeah. Their live shows are like so much energy.
It's good to learn about bands that are like small and local scene that you just wish could make it. Like, damn, I wish I could see like trombones on like huge like Bloodstock stage. 'Cause
Yeah.
they put on a show.
Mm-hmm.
But like,
Yeah. Yeah, apparently Ewan's an old man. He's going
he's
to
not
give
an
up
old man.
soon.
No, he can't give up. He's not allowed to.
Yeah. And when he leaves Trauma Bonds, I'm expecting that phone call.
Oh, I just shouldn't leave it.
I'm not leaving Mutalith, I'm just joining Trauma Bonds if I get the option to.
That's fair.
Valid.
No, this band is my baby. I have raised it. And
And now
you're
we're
all my
ruining it.
disciples.
Now we're ruining it with things such as like 6/8 structure with 5/4 time. Oh, to be fair, you nearly caused a 5/4 time in Urukai and we gave up on it. But no, it's fun to mess around with stuff. Like,
Yeah,
An old
you
riff
were a big.
no, I learned it at 5/4.
No, when you came into the band, it was like, oh yeah, we're very different now because we went from B standard tuning J to 7 string. You walked in. I've got my 8 string that's in double drop D.
It's now double drop E with like the drop pedals, double drop C sharp. It's,
Super low tuning then.
yeah, I draw a lot of inspiration from a band called Profit Ninja. They like have they're no longer playing together, but their lead guitarist invented a guitar to play their music because it was so all over the place, tuning wise, tone wise, all that, and it's impressive. And obviously I can't invent a guitar, so I'll do the next best thing, buy an A string and just set it to a really weird tune that works for their songs. And
Hell yeah.
it's fun.
So that's
My bass is going to be tuned to G sharp standard now, isn't it?
Yeah, probably.
Because it'd be free half step stand.
Yeah, sounds about right.
So it'd be even G sharp. So my
Yeah.
joke of I'm in G sharp standard is
No
going
worries.
to be real now.
See that song that we were working on last week?
Yes.
What tuning is that in?
G sharp standard.
Oh,
No, it was in
B
B.
standard.
Yeah.
Aye.
okay.
No, it's songwriting is now becoming fun again. And
Yeah.
it's good. I've not had this fun of an experience songwriting since the beginning of the band.
Aye.
Going back to what we said earlier of like, I think it's just way too much stress.
Aye. And like the best experience beforehand, like I would say after I joined, the best experience we had writing was when we sat down and properly just stuck it to Urukai, just went through it.
Yeah.
One of our songs would be like, really enjoyed playing, it's got some really cool sections, and it took a lot of work to get it through. And like there was
Oh, yeah.
ideas from all of us, like there was a section where we all played different parts, and like it sounded really cool. Completely Liam's idea. He was like, I want to do something like this. And we were like, yeah, okay. And like that was probably what, the first time, Jordan, that you like wrote sort of like lead part for bass? It was just like
Sort of,
scales,
yeah, because you gave. We were originally playing the same thing, but I thought it would sound better, like if I played it on my B, so like you're playing slightly higher up than I am. So
Yeah. That's cool. It's good to get a lot of like different views on our sound because we all
Yeah.
sound very different things. And like
I mean, I come from obviously punk, hardcore, grindcore, power violence sort of
Yeah.
worlds. You've always been metalcore.
metalcore, new metal, all the way. Big up Fred Durst.
Yeah.
And like
We're not doing that.
Jordan God knows who you listen to, man.
I really like Taylor Swift, man.
Yeah.
I love Olivia Rodrigo. Like, yeah,
And then like Sabaton.
yeah. Only Sabaton.
Oh no, Sabaton and Trivium. That's as far as it goes.
And what, Doom, Black Sabbath all day, every day.
Yeah, I like Susie and the Banshees and just anything goth, anything heavy. Yeah.
We've got a lot of doing bands in Edinburgh and that as well, eh?
Aye.
Yeah.
In Edinburgh.
I just like Coven, great example.
Colin is so good. And Castle Rat, but they're not from here. But they're playing in Legends. Which is awesome.
Right, once we leave, we need to like just take a shot every time that the word coven is mentioned.
Yeah.
I think we might be dead. No, but it's good to see bands like branching out with like different sounds. Because sure, like again, straight thrash is awesome. But what if it's like progressive thrash with like gothic elements, or
Yeah.
progressive death with like doom elements, or like
Black metal with death rock.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
oh yeah,
What about hair metal with death metal?
oh that would be awesome.
That would be-
that would be dope for sure.
I have a deep hatred for hair metal, but I would love to see that.
I'm pretty sure that is just 5 Finger Death Punch.
Is that what they do, like death metal with hair metal stuff?
Yeah, essentially, they're like just this pop metal band. Just one
Asking that Danny does a bit of it now.
Yeah, nah, it's fun though.
I feel like death metal with hair metal is just early 2000s metalcore.
Oh yeah,
Not metalcore, deathcore.
what's like
The
your
really weird spiky hair with the fringe and the...
oh yeah, like your crabcore type stuff.
Oh god, don't remind me of crabcore.
Crabcore's great.
The fact that you sent me Attack the other day actually nearly
Oh, yeah.
gave me a heart attack.
The sugar and that as well.
Oh dude, Meshuggah, I don't even care. You're not allowed to speak. You're like, if you ever diss on Meshuggah again, I will quit. Dead ass.
Lead is a cool
Don't.
song.
Not even
Lead,
Bleed. Like,
yeah.
dude, all their albums are amazing.
There we go. I love a bit of sugar.
This one too, but not Meshuggah.
I was going to see them in Glasgow a couple of years back,
Aye.
but we had to cancel. We had to cancel that time
Oh.
because of work commitments. So that was a bit. We had tickets for that, and it just fell through.
I mean,
So a bit shit in pop sales. I was a bit disappointed on that one.
Yeah.
Pretty dissy on that one, unfortunately.
The thing that this band I think hates about me a lot is the fact I'm so picky when it comes to metal.
we love you, but
anti-fun.
you need to enjoy fun. Like, please enjoy fun. See, if I put on Sum 41, don't be like, this is absolute garbage. Just be
I
like,
love
I'll
Sum
listen to
41.
Fat Lip.
Some 41 is great.
Sum 41 are awesome. Now, see, when I say Amel and the Sniffers, don't get me.
Amel?
Stop, please.
Oh, come on.
They're so fun.
They're so good.
Quite terrible.
No.
Yeah, no, it's honestly one of the main things being the.
I think I have a list on my phone of how
You do.
like all of the bands I hate.
You
No,
sat
that's
and
simple.
wrote it like while we were recording the EP.
Yep.
Like you
The
kept
best
adding
album.
stuff to it.
Yeah, because we were talking about stuff and I kept saying to Zara like, I don't really like that band. And then she was like, what do you like? And I went, okay, here's a list of all the bands I hate.
No one knows who those bands are apart from you, Aiden.
What?
Maybe not Motorhead. You really like Motorhead.
Motorhead used to be my favourite band, it's not anymore. Full of Hell is
No,
like,
okay.
I love that band with a passion. But, yeah, it's just, I don't know, I like weird, obscure, noisy stuff.
Yeah.
It scratches my brain in a way that Fred Durst never could.
Fred Durst is amazing. He's the one true musician's god. Honestly.
I don't think that's a word.
No, music wouldn't exist if it weren't for Fred Durst, I'm telling you that right now.
Fred Durst invented jazz.
Yeah, and he was there when they wrote Claire de Lune with Claude Debussy. I'm telling you.
What's all the love with Fred Durst in this band recently?
Chris and Visca are awesome.
Agreed.
Also, hey, it's all the lead
Yeah, you
singers.
call me anti-fun, but I like Limp Bizkit.
Yeah, Limp Bizkit are great. Everyone loves Limp
You
Bizkit.
can't not like that.
Yeah, I mean the stuff they did with Wu-Tang was
Aye,
peak.
aye. Music taste is all over the place, to be honest with you, man. It's like,
Don't
What's
don't
Sam Fence's?
don't talk about music taste.
yeah, those. It's like, even outside of metal genres, there's those influences.
Jordan, we said this many times. Jordan's playlist is literally whiplash.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Oh, no, like a drive.
Somehow you can go from It's okay, it's deathcore.
Because
now it's
Charlie
Taylor
XCX.
And now it's Hatsune Miku.
Oh, correct.
And now it's anime gore grind.
And then here
Which
it
is a good playlist.
It is.
Shuffling like songs is the future.
The first time we did a trip to Edinburgh with all of us in the car, was it? When was it? It was for.
It was.
Was it for Red Cross?
I believe it was. It was on the Red Cross or Ginge Fest.
But we had all of us in the car because we just finished our practice and we were like, you know what, let's just see if we can fit all of us in the car, and then we did. And then we were like, Jordan, how much money do we need to send you for you to drive all of us with all our gear and the t-shirts to Edinburgh right now? And he was like, tenner each, whatever. Sound about right?
Because everything was like paid for by like me and Liam. So like you covered the fuel, and then I mean I made out like well from that, especially on the trip back. I love that Hello Kitty guitar lead with all my heart.
Oh yeah.
Worth every penny that I didn't spend.
Oh, that's true.
It's not hard to find you at college because you'll just see a big Hello Kitty case and a big
Yeah.
vague smoke cloud.
Yeah, sound about right.
Yeah.
Not
It's-
the fact that he's like 8 foot tall.
No.
It's the same as you can hear Jordan coming if he goes up in his car because the music is full volume.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, there's Hatsune Miku, Jordan's close.
We got Martins as well.
Yeah. Oh, every time we see John, he's got another pair of platforms that are somehow taller than the group.
As well.
Yeah, and for
Noisy buggers.
Most demonias have 3 1/4 inch platforms.
Yeah.
I see a pair with 5 inch, and I was tempted to get them.
For some reason, you decided to wear,
for our
as someone who is 6'4",
6'4.5".
6'4.5", 3.5-inch platforms
making you 6
to
foot
a
8.
photo shoot where
Yeah.
the photographer is about 4'2".
Yeah.
No offense to Corinne.
Yeah, he's just one for photos. Like, we really,
Yeah,
he was just crouched down.
because I saw the photos on the page.
Yeah, like we all got ours done while you did makeup and stuff, and then you two came in for your portraits, and it was like, okay, right, there's a chair.
Yeah.
No, it was fun. And it's good to support Korean as well because, like, again, it's another local thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
She's lovely as well.
Yeah, she really is.
Kareem has just been really supportive of us, and we will continue to support her. Because
Especially the last minute cat house as well.
Oh,
That
yeah.
was really
Same
last
here.
minute. And she just came in and was like, yeah, I'll do the photos if I get paid. Of course.
And I mean, the first photo shoot was done with Kareem. It was great fun. The second one was a bit more chaotic, to say the least.
We were a bit rushed. Oh, God, and the thing is, it
We
wasn't even our
were a
fault.
bit rushed.
What happened with that, John?
Listen, that traffic was awful.
I'm sure.
The roundabout going to your area is always backed up by some chuckle fuck that's going, yeah, I might park my van in the middle of the road. Like,
It is true. Oh, it's if there's one thing we hear from Jordan, probably traffic complaints.
Traffic.
Yeah.
it's not even traffic complaint. It could just be an old lady walking by and start screaming at her. Like, driving's stressful.
Yeah.
With a tractor in front of you as well.
Oh, there was some guy that like brake checked you on like the M9 or something.
Oh my
You lost
God.
it. Oh my god.
Like, it was unnecessary. He had like 2 car lamps in front of him and he just braked. It was like, alright, bro.
Yeah.
Being in a car with Jordan is probably one of the funniest, most horrific
so good.
experiences of my life,
It's so good though.
especially if it's Edinburgh.
Oh yeah.
Driving through Edinburgh Central to get to like Legends is the biggest nightmare on earth.
So it's busy on time, eh? So
Yeah.
it's that. And it's just so many traffic.
So the music will get turned down, we'll get told to shut up. Like
Yeah.
He just goes hunched over.
yeah.
I need to
Barely
find.
fits in the car.
Yeah.
Yeah, he barely fits in that car. Yet Jordan wants a Nissan Cube or a Mini.
I don't know how to
I want a Fiat 500 because they're very cute, but I've sat in a Fiat 500 before and I do not fit.
Holds money for sure.
Oh, totally.
Yeah, Jordan's back seat behind the driver's chair doesn't exist.
Yeah.
And that's what I had to sit behind today.
Oh, really?
And I'm quite tall and lanky, and I basically had to sit like this the entire drive.
And when we have like our instruments and stuff, we've got them over all our laps. So we'll have like George bass, my guitar, Aiden's guitar, and then we'll have merch in the boot. We'll have all the pedal bags.
See the
It's
moment.
Drum
We're all
stuff,
sitting like
cymbals,
this.
snare drum.
Oh yeah, all the drum stuff.
The moment I get the van, it's gonna be a list.
Oh, everything's gonna be like, everything's gonna fit for once.
Are you buying a van or
We're
just
renting
hires?
it.
No.
Aye.
Is there any questions you want to specifically ask us about?
I can talk about the music and that wee bit, the EP and that.
Yeah, so the EP was primarily instrumentally me and our old guitarist, and Jamie wrote like a good
amount of
portion of
lyrics,
the lyrics. So it was kind of a mix between the two of us. I'm very overcritical of everything I do, so I don't like the EP anymore. I didn't like the direction that we went in, but it was
It's still a good
Everything
business.
happens for a reason and it's got you to where you are now.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah. No, I'm thankful for that, but it was still great fun to do. It was the first I played in a couple of small bands before. We never really did anything outside of just playing in a rehearsal space. But yeah, the EP was a weird time to kind of get it out.
Because Jay basically recorded his parts and
Jay recorded his
Left.
parts and then a week or two later left, but he was already thinking about
Yeah.
leaving when we were recording things,
Mm-hmm.
which I get because it wasn't for him, and most of the ideas that he had were kind of put to the side because they were
too proggy.
very, very proggy,
Yeah.
and they didn't really fit in. And unfortunately, I don't think he does music anymore, which is a shame because he was a
He was a great guitarist.
musician. And then but I think the EP for me was a good time, but it was also a time that I wish we did differently.
Like hopefully we'll do that next recording. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
It's going to be very different.
Oh yes, we've been planning to get and record like a new single for months. It was
Yeah.
originally going to be, we'll get it out by December, and we never got into the studio to get it done. And then it was, with
Is that when it's winning?
yeah. What was the EP like for you two perspectives of not being in the band and then?
I remember a week before I joined this band, I posted on my private story on Snapchat. It was like them play that nursery gig, and I was like, oh my god, I need to be in a band. And then I got a text from Aiden being like, yo, can you scream? And I was like, I'm working on it. And you just asked me to be. Yeah, well,
It wasn't even a good enough type thing. It was when Jamie joined the band, he was doing vocals for less than a month.
Yeah.
that's
Um,
crazy because he's so good.
He's really
He
good
has
at what he
such a
does.
talent.
Like his niche for the vocals are perfect. Like if he wants to do a band that exact sound, it would go far because he's a really good vocalist.
Yeah.
If they can but then again, if you're just keeping to the same style, you might not progress.
This was.
Yeah, I mean, look at as much as I love them, look at Pantera.
Yeah.
They were glam for a bit. Nobody cares about that.
Yeah.
Um,
And then what we've done now is-
but the groove metal stuff's all very same-ish.
It's good.
It's worked out well for
Yeah.
them. It's really good, but
Dimebag's on another level, so
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, we were seeing a cell off camp as well,
Yeah.
Panther and stuff.
yeah, I used to play an old Dimebag signature, and I
Brought
loved
him to
the
practice
guitar.
once and it barely worked.
Yeah, the pickups didn't work, so I gave it to Harris and he fixed it up.
you still have it.
And I sold it.
Oh.
I have two guitars now. I have a blue PRS and I have my weird PV Dewey thing.
Yeah, that's cool.
I remember when I joined, the EP was still being edited and stuff, and even the rough demos where there was no mix or whatever, it was just the audio. It's I'd already done a couple of recordings and I was like, damn, for a local band with not many like people, like you hadn't done a gig yet, and it was, well, no, you'd done one.
We done 2.
Oh yeah, 2, and it was like, oh, this is really good quality for some like small band that don't really have too much attention. It's like the first thing I ever recorded was in school with my old band, and like, I'm not gonna say it holds up. It doesn't. It's a fun song, but like the recording itself, it's done in school. Can't expect it to be amazing. But like, I was genuinely surprised that it was so good quality, like sound wise, even if it wasn't my sort of music, and I was still getting into the band anyway. But like,
Yeah, I
it was just
mean,
good quality.
when it came to the mixing, I was very like firm with Zara about like, here's kind of the sound we're looking for, a mixture of like, I mean, I love obviously Dark Throne's a big influence on like the black metal-y stuff.
Yeah.
And then like the more cleaner metalcore stuff, there was like elements of David Bowie's Low. I really care about production.
Yeah.
What's funny?
No, it's
You can't keep just going for like metal when you're working on this sort of stuff.
Yeah,
You
no,
do
you need
have
to
to think
branch out.
outside the box of it, and it's yeah.
Aye.
David Bowie's a huge influence on everything I do when it comes to like lyrical writing, especially.
It's you cover some of the influence because like I think with our next single and like with we want to do like an EP and then an album and stuff, we want it to sound like nothing like the original. As much as we would like to continue our sound from our first EP, we want to go for something that's just new. That's us. That's not just we listen to this genre. Let's make this style music. We want to do something unique, something that's like encapsulated.
Why are you laughing?
It'd be really cool.
I think what's going to be interesting is the contrast between what we're going to release soon compared to our EP. I mean, even if you take what we play, like Demised, like what we play now live,
It's
is
so different.
completely different to what we wrote and what we have recorded.
And like even the more blackish elements of other songs, it's like it's still so different.
We've definitely improved and moved as a band.
Yeah.
And you can hear that sort of directional change
I think
throughout listening to
as
just
well,
Demised.
to kind of add on, I think a lot of the hardcore elements really came into the band once we played our first show
Yeah.
with like War Within and Kakehara and like, those sort of bands.
Kakehara and a band that
Yeah,
It was like
seen them a bunch.
when we were put on the label for JCHC, me and you were like, right, we need to write a hardcore song. Like even if it's nothing like us, we need to write a hardcore song. So to make it like what somewhat like us, I did like a 2-3 tapping piece, and it was just. I remember me and Liam were sat trying to figure that out, drums and guitar, and for like
loved that.
an hour and a half.
I loved every second of that.
But like, we now don't even play that song because we were like, we'll write it for this one gig. We played it for that one gig, and I don't think we've touched it since.
But it's good to have stuff like that in the back pocket.
Yeah.
At some point down the line, they can work on it again, change it.
Maybe not, because for the song I'm currently writing, I've recycled a lot of it.
That's
Fine, go there. It's been used.
Maybe we want to ask you another question. So you might want to mention about your band t-shirts you're wearing. That's quite far away.
So
'cause
I'm wearing a Doom 1993 t-shirt.
Oh my
That says and this is my long sleeve we've got on it is Matthew Heafy, the guitarist and singer of Trivium. It's
that
his.
is actual shirt.
Yeah, it's his streaming, like his
Streaming.
team lead did for streaming. It was like
You've
for
got like an undershirt on. I'm doing that as well.
it was for like he did. I think it was for his fasting event or something like that. But it was to do with fasting in general and the big like it's no one eats till Matthew. No one eats till Matt Heafy eats.
Yeah.
We don't be wearing that. What have you got?
I just got on a Susie and the Banshees t-shirt. It's pretty cute, pretty girly pop. What about you, Aiden?
I've got a shirt that I ordered like a week ago. Jesus Peace.
I've got nails on as well. So
And Nails is
Shout out to those
one of
hardcore.
my favourite bands.
Grindcore, aren't they? The grindcore band.
The Nails discography is like a weird mix.
Slam hardcore grind.
Slam, hardcore, grind, death metal. It's just like
Yeah, they're
every album's different.
big band.
Aye. a band we cover at like 90% of our shows.
No, yeah, easily.
What definitely not thought-provoking t-shirt are you wearing, Liam?
Yeah, I don't have a band t-shirt on Sam.
Are you still wearing your Arsenal shirt?
Yeah. Got this hoodie though. This nice hoodie. That's it.
And what about you, Jim?
Got a Taylor Swift shirt.
That's a metal one, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's very corpse
Hell
paint.
yeah.
Which is fun.
Hell yeah. And I like the hair as well. Black and red. It's sort of matches my bedroom, that's so really got not. And you got the nail banners as well. So
Yeah.
black
Same
and
with my bass, like
yeah,
pearls
come
and
on.
black and red.
It's the same colour as Gary Holt's signature guitar as well. That's the signature guitar and it's the same colour.
I played
Fitting well with that.
played one of the Gary Hill signatures, and I usually hate Les Pauls, but that one
So
was
he's
really nice.
Awesome.
ESP.
Yeah. So good.
I've got his guitar. I used to play in the band back in the day, and I was playing that guitar on stage. Yeah, so
You play guitar, don't you?
yeah, I said it earlier.
Yeah. What
Um,
guitar do you have?
ESP equipped Gary Holt's signature one.
Okay.
But I do have an Ibanez, but I can't remember what model it is.
Ibanez just like smashes their head on a keyboard until it works.
Oh,
My
it's-
Ibanez
it's
is the
awesome.
RGA.
That's why there's a
42
random
FM.
handhold
Like-
in the guitar.
That's not the
Yeah.
Aye. And me and Jordan are Schecter, like fanboys all the way.
Schecter Roman.
Oh,
Yes.
Hell yeah.
I do feel like Ibanez as a company is just like, oh, we have a new guitar out. Right, get the Scrabble out.
What
Throw it on the floor. RG1. Okay, that works.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah,
Nice.
I think the guitars it.
I still need to get the official case for my guitar
Aye.
because
You still using the Flying View?
no, sold the
No, like the oh wait, did you sell the case for it?
Yeah.
Right.
No, the PXP Tomb that I play, when
Oh,
it was
yeah.
released, it came in a coffin case,
Oh yeah.
and it's so cool. The only issue is they're expensive.
It's still there and
Aye.
yeah.
Money's really good. Oh god. You need to spend so much money to be in a band, it's insane.
Yeah.
That's in the
was,
vocalist.
Oh yeah, you need to pay for like food
Yeah.
monster.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah. Well, I think I guess we'll maybe just wrap the podcast up soon, guys. Do you want to talk about where you can check the music out, social medias and all that?
yeah, so we're on Instagram, that's at Mutalith Band.
Yeah.
We're also on Facebook, which doesn't get used too much.
Yeah, there's not much on the Facebook
No.
page.
The
That's
Facebook was a fairly recent thing that was.
yeah, that's how I found you guys actually.
Yeah.
The YouTube,
YouTube
page
as
is
well.
not the topic. There's one that's called Mutalith, and then there's Mutalith that's the topic. It's not the topic.
That's the band.
Yeah.
We should have more YouTube content coming soon.
Then we
Yeah.
got Spotify, Apple
Exciting.
Music, and all
Yeah,
the other channels.
all streaming platforms, Spotify, YouTube, iTunes, Deezer, if anybody uses that. We're on SoundCloud as well, and Bandcamp, which you can check out. Our Bandcamp also has shirts, which please buy them because it's taking up half of my room.
Got merch as well then.
Aye.
Yeah.
Are we not getting new merch soon as well?
We
Maybe
are.
logo.
We'll
I
have new merch.
I have just bought 2 new plastic boxes that are very large.
For
That
some
are,
mail.
I have a stack of boxes this high in my room of merch.
Mhm.
It's not even funny.
Yeah.
My mum wants to kill me.
Aye.
Get that out there.
Yeah, just please buy merch. I can barely walk in my room.
Also, if you, I'm guessing, do you have other stuff as well, merch as well, apart from merch? Yeah.
Oh, we've got some patches.
No, the patches are
Are
gone.
they
now.
sold out?
Yeah,
We'll
it's
probably
sold
do. We're wanting to do embroider patches. I think are we doing that when we get like
Yes,
new artwork
so
done?
the embroider patches that will be coming soon. We'll have. I'm working with a couple of artists just now to get a couple of new merch designs. I did my own new logo for when we play the next hardcore shows. To just diversify merch and
Yeah.
keep it different, and then hopefully after England, new logo, bunch of new shirts,
Yeah.
bunch of new
Yeah,
music. new demos and stuff coming out. And
Eventually tapes.
Yeah, pretty much a good year ahead of you guys in.
I hope
Yeah,
it's
it's like
it's
a-
really a big year for us. Hopefully.
Any upcoming gigs you have? Any
Just England.
Well, no, not at the moment actually. We've been asked to do a couple. We're just waiting to hear back, which I don't think we're allowed to announce.
We need to like write new stuff, and I feel like give us like 2 months at least for that.
Yeah,
That's
well, we
what
were-
we've got with it.
Should be back gigging in about April, hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're on a wee bit of a hiatus at the moment.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we just do the podcast, get you guys on, that makes
Aye.
sense. Eh?
It's a good way for you to be able to speak to another band.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
really thankful for it.
thank you very
Yeah.
much.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you. It's been a real pleasure to get you guys on. Just before I finish up the episode completely, hopefully you can see me in the camera because I don't know if I'll be cut off the camera halfway through all that time, you know. So thanks again for watching and listening to the Hats Off Here Down podcast episode 87 with how did I not picture it?
Mutalith.
Mutalith.
So
Mutalith all the way from Dundee.
Yes.
Yep.
So make sure to like, comment below, subscribe, turn on the bell notifications.
Yeah.
Just,
up here.
yeah, just to make sure
This man on life.
whoever it is, anyway, up to the moon.
We need to someone subscribe button down.
Yeah.
Oh my god, there's so many hate comments.
We need to like your hair.
Hopefully not.
So it should be alright, but yeah, make sure to like, comment below, subscribe. And if you want to check out my other YouTube channel for your video game stuff and your live gig stuff, see him head down.
Are you on Twitch?
No, I don't use
Oh.
Twitch unfortunately. Just on our YouTube channel, it's a bit low key that just had to post on it. You know, but I said if you want to check out my other YouTube channel for your live gig stuff and video game stuff, it's called CM Headbanger. Check that one out. Hopefully this channel will get more subscribers, so when we get this podcast channel up to 666 subscribers.
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
stressing out before that.
Awesome.
And then we're now to 100 episodes, not very far from 100 episodes,
Nice.
is it not? Maybe try and get something sorted out maybe. I don't know what to do with it. It may just be the case I'll just get a band on, you know, just go with the draw. We'll have to get to 666 episodes and see how that goes, that's a long time. Well, it's been a real pleasure guys. Thanks for
Yeah,
taking
thank you, bro.
thanks for taking the time to come on the
Thanks for
podcast.
watching, guys.
Thanks for
Like,
watching.
subscribe.
Let's do some fist bumps to go eat.
Okay.
Try and get boom, boom. I'm getting to the right because I can't get on the day all the time. Well, before I just sign off, I'm going to just say the ends. Peace out. Peace out. Signing off now.